Good morning. It's Beltane, or May Day, or whatever you want to call it. It is my favorite day of the year. I did not finish cleaning up the house and preparing everything for today yesterday because, I don't know, I'm getting used to having a newborn baby who needs me all the time. So this morning while my husband is playing with our child and entertaining her, I'm going to run to the store, get a couple things. I have so much laundry to do. I have to clean the kitchen in order to like make the offerings. It's a lot. I've never vlogged before, so I'll see you in the kitchen. So I plan to make some oatmeal cookies for offerings. They'll be not too sweet so that we can just keep eating them on a rotating continuous basis for like the whole day. And then have some goat cheese, wild Alaskan salmon, and crackers. Goats are typically associated with Beltane. Not about to eat some goat though because it's expensive. So instead, goat cheese will have to do. I need to clean this really dirty kitchen.
Why are you looking at me like that?
Well, because I keep saying I'm going to start doing it before going to bed, and then I've done that once, maybe twice. Twice?
Blame it on the baby.
Blame it on the baby. It's always her fault. He's Adora. So at the bottom, I tied a small knot and then threaded the blueberries through and then the bamboo piece, and then made a loop at the top to put onto a branch. So if you are somebody who does not magic, this would be a really good opportunity to do that. I do not do knotwork magic, but if I did, this would be a really fun project. So maybe on one of these, I'm doing like 10, so maybe on one of them I'll give it a try and make that the one I hang right outside of our window in the tree where we see birds come in the morning. So the next step will be, once these are done and they're kind of dried out a little bit, I'm going to roll them in nut butter and then put birdseed all on the sides. And then we will have little hanging treats. And so it's kind of a fun little straight from the earth to the earth little offering, and I can feel good about just leaving them in the trees to hang out and not have to worry about needing to go fetch any of the leftovers later. I'm sure the squirrels will also love this, so I might hang just a few on the fence posts for the squirrels that kind of come up and down throughout the day. Cute! I feel like this could be a fun thumbnail. Like, oh yes, dangling berries. Dangleberries. I have a berry on my teeth. That's embarrassing. Slight change in the flow of the day. We spend an obscene amount of time at Lowe's. We bought our house. All the boomers in our lives were like giggling about how, oh, now you're gonna always be at the hardware store. You have no idea how expensive it is to be homeowners. And I was like, I've rented houses. Like, I know what breaks, but it is true. Like, something just happens where you constantly are at the hardware store, or you just want to be at the hardware store. Typically we shop at a local one, but when you need one thing, it doesn't make sense to drive 20 minutes. I'm getting really excited about Beltane today. It is raining, so I'm gonna do all of my fun stuff probably in the evening when the sky is clear. I finished making breakfast, I have my coffee, baby's been fed, she'll probably need to be fed again when we get back. But the goal is to make these oatmeal cakes. I'm kind of inspired by the oat cakes that have been made in Scotland, but I definitely want like sugar and cookies and something that I can have for breakfast. So throw a few chocolate chunks in there, some good peanut butter, a little yummy protein honkin' cookie thing. I'm gonna offer one of those, of course, to the lover goddess, or I guess 3, because today I'm going to be honoring Katesh, Hathor, and Asherah at my Beltane tree. And when I say like my Beltane tree, I mean I'm probably gonna use this tree for a lot of my tree-related outdoor rituals, but Beltane is, again, my favorite day in the wheel of the year. It is one of the like 3 Celtic days that I actively observe. So I do like to do little things for all of the days, but Beltane is one of the only Celtic days that I really go all in on. Beltane and Yule and Samhain are the three that I love them. Well, how you doing back there? Yeah? Can't wait for her to be grown up enough to, like, you know, grab onto the ribbons and we can walk around and sing together. It's sort of like a main course thing. I don't know, like we're just kind of snacking all day, which I enjoy. We have a kid mowing our lawns. My husband's like in and out chatting with him and doing his DJ stuff down in the barn shed thing. We're just pretty much snacking all day, which is great. So for a main course, because I don't feel like cooking, because I'm doing all kinds of little things in the kitchen, I'm just gonna make some steak and stout pies that are frozen from Trader Joe's. I don't know, steak and stout pie feels very Celtic, so I'm gonna just pretend that I homemade them.
So yeah, I gotta take care of their hand.
It's good?
It's good.
What's your official review of the goat cheese and cinnamon?
It was great. I like it.
Have you tried the berry one yet? All right, let's check on these oat cakes. The fan's really loud. Ooh. So oat cakes number 1 have a peanut butter center. I just put 2 more in there with blueberries. Ooh. This Beltane seems to be all about food. And naturally for the last 2, I will be adding chocolate. So the sun is out a little earlier than expected. It's beautiful outside, so we're gonna go hang up the bird offerings now, and then later in the day around sunset, we'll have the oat and blueberry cakes. Oh, there's a bird. I don't know if you heard that. We're either gonna eat them under our Beltane tree if the weather's good. If the weather's excellent and like there's a beautiful sunset, we might walk up to the park. Are you excited for Beltane? That's a yes. So now is the time that we were planning to be outside, but I think plans have changed a little bit. She is out. Every time I try to put her down, it's a struggle. So the cakes are done. They look beautiful. I'm really happy with them. I'm glad we did the tree offerings for the birds and the fae earlier in the day in the sunshine, because now it looks like some rain is moving in. I think I'm just gonna plan on waiting for the rain to let up, and when everyone's asleep, I'm gonna go outside and do my ritual, which is the last thing I wanted to talk about before I end this. So obviously I'm not going to record myself doing anything like particularly sacred. Like I didn't share images of the actual offerings I made for Hathor, Katash, and Ashra. That's private. In the same way, I'm not going to share my rite tonight. But if you're a beginner and you came to this video looking for instructions on a rite or how to do Beltane, here's basically what I plan to do, and here's some advice for you. Because the theme of this time of year is definitely fertility, it's about bringing in that divine union that results in a good harvest. So you might want to say a prayer or a hymn or write a poem or make a wish for a successful harvest from your own garden. You might want to wish for an easy season for your local farmlands. Or you might want to wish that the goddess and God bless people who are suffering from hunger or famine right now. If you're looking for an offering idea that doesn't require your oven, you could always donate money to a hunger or famine project, NGO, or you could donate any excess canned goods that you have in your home to your local food bank. This in combination with just getting outside and appreciating the flowers, spending some time in nature, or just getting in touch with your sexual or sensual side. All of these are options for celebrating this time of year and that energy. So I'm not planning to do something too traditional, really. I'm going to just cast a sacred space. I'm going to eat some of the oatcakes I made. I'm going to do a ritual bath before I go outside. I haven't decided what I'm going to put in the bath. I have some rose petals, I have some dandelion, but I'm not sure. I'll dig around in my reserves and go about the garden and see if that's really what I want to do. But basically, I'm going to do my ritual bath, clean myself, go outside by myself when everyone's asleep, cast a sacred space, invite in the goddesses that I want to connect with today, which are Ashura, Katesh, and Hathor. And I'm going to meditate with them about some womanly things and, general concepts around fertility and this time of year. And of course, I'm going to embrace my very lovey side with my husband. So if you're looking for something more specific or a step-by-step guide, there are so many books and blogs out there that have step-by-step rites in different traditions. So if you are doing Fey Wicca or you are a Norse heathen, whatever you might be, this time of year, that spring transitioning into summer time of year, different traditions have different names for it, different rites for it. So I encourage you to just do a Google. If you are a super beginner, it might be in your best interest to follow those instructions as closely as you can just to get your feet wet. But I wouldn't say that you have to do that. I love to just do my own thing on these days. So today I just let go of my responsibilities other than cleaning the kitchen and doing a little bit of laundry. I just spent all day today doing what I wanted to do, feeling the energy of the day. And the same will be for my rite tonight. I have a bit of a plan, but I'm not gonna hold myself too firmly to it. I'm gonna just be intuitive and see where the night takes me. But that's just how I go about my pagan path. Anyway, happy spring, happy transitioning into summer. So we are gonna take a nap now. Thanks for hanging out, and I will see you soon. Bye.